Hey there guys, Jeremy again here with Consciousness Awake, sending you tons of positive energy. Hope you're having a really good day wherever you are, and I hope that all of life's negativities and distractions are away from your consciousness. Of course, that's the goal, right? That's the everyday goal. Of course, it could be difficult sometimes. So, in today's video, I want to I've been thinking about making this particular video for quite some time, but I think it's time. So what I've learned, what is the number one lesson or the biggest lesson that I've learned from my out-of-body experiences the last 25 plus years? What's the number one thing that I've picked up on and learned and observed? This particular conclusion that I've made, it may be somewhat controversial. I might even get some dislikes for this video, quite honestly. But here goes. So this is the number one thing that I've learned from my experiences, from non-physical experiences. We, as consciousness, we already inherently are creator beings. So our consciousness is kind of like a being within itself. Our essence. So our being of consciousness is a creator being. It manifests, it creates, it co-creates with other units of consciousness, but also self-manifests within itself. And so the biggest thing that I've learned is that we all, at least most of us, after our physical body deceases, stops functioning, operating, one of the choices you have as consciousness, you always have the choice to explore. You have the choice not to reincarnate or come back to a certain physical to the physical plane on Earth or any other planet. Not go into the kingdoms of heaven. Not follow your parents or bloodline or siblings or spouses into whatever reality construct or heaven that they've moved over to or constructed for themselves, or that a group or a form of consciousness is constructed together. Okay, so you do have the option to just go solo and explore and create your own reality constructs. I know that sounds just insane, but from my experiences, I am speaking to you from my own honesty and my own experiences, just to relay this information, this knowledge that I've just assessed over the years. And so one of the choices, as I just mentioned, is to just explore consciousness after physical death and create your own reality construct. And then other individual forms of consciousness over time attract energetically, vibrationally, with the frequencies of this newly made reality construct. So as opposed to not, instead of choosing that option of going solo, so to speak, you have the opposite of that. The opposite option would be to go into a group reality construct. So if it's a religious belief structure, there's many of those. And so after physical death, you go into a group constructed reality construct that was made by certain types of consciousness. Okay? So what is the takeaway from this video for you? The main takeaway is that, if you're really happy with your spiritual belief structures, religious belief structures, you're really happy with it, you want your consciousness to evolve within that particular group belief structure, and that's totally okay, and that's totally fine, because those other dozens or hundreds or thousands or millions of other forms of consciousness that are also giving their consciousness into putting their heart and consciousness, their soul into a certain belief structure. Many of those people have already passed away before you'll pass away, and so this reality is being constructed, over the years. And then you're just another individual unit of consciousness, another brick in the wall, connecting into that reality structure is already expanding and growing that we started. So definitely two distinct pathways. We have multiple options after physical death, but one of the main ones, which I wanted to express tonight, is that it's important to know that we are very powerful. Our consciousness, the being, which is our consciousness, is very, very powerful, and way more powerful, and has way more abilities than what you're taught. So with Consciousness Awake, the premise, the focus of this channel, the Consciousness Awake community, is to open awareness to just how powerful and how amazing we really are on a spiritual level, through consciousness, and how we're already multidimensional through consciousness. Our physical body isn't multidimensional, our consciousness is multidimensional. So, again, if this resonates with you, please hit the subscribe button down below, hit the like button if this was helpful in any way. But yeah, just to rehash on what I just said, the real takeaway from this video is that your consciousness manifests whatever it is that you put your belief and heart into. So once you give your not your mind, but your soul to something, to an idea, to a concept, to a group structure, to a individual spiritual belief structure, structured pathway, once you have put your consciousness into that direction, you are manifesting it and creating it through your intentions and through your beliefs. So just be careful what you put your heart and consciousness into. Is it something that will result in your ultimate happiness, in your ultimate evolution of consciousness for yourself? So these are very important questions to definitely ponder on. Thanks again for listening. You guys have a wonderful night. Peace.